Hi everybody, this is Mozingo here, and I may or may not have small children also in my room, meaning my children. So if you hear some sounds, that's what it is. Okay, just want to give you a quick little update. Number one, thank you for sending your kids to school during this time, during the lead up to spring break. Appreciate you. Two, will you please help your kid remember that to follow the group plan at school? That is really, really helpful. If we can get buy-in to follow the group plan and still do their best, because we still need their best. Please also don't send them with hats. Hats can only be worn during recess. And guess what? Kids try to bring them in, all grade levels. I catch kids all the time. So please, 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 hats. I know it's a school thing. I know. Don't hate me. Don't shoot the messenger. But don't send them with hats, okay? Or you impress upon them, only wear it during recess. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so with that's the house cleaning stuff. Okay, let's get to what we're working on. We're kind of in the mode of spring right now. So kindergarten, we are looking at some of the cherry blossoms, Washington, D.C., also that came from Japan. And students were kind of looking at things related to texture. And we're making these beautiful cherry blossom paintings, but it's actually printmaking. So we're using cardboard to make the black and the brown stalks, and then we're using all kinds of really cool pool noodle, okay, thank you Miss Gabby, pool noodle, okay, that we use that are taped on here to create different sorts of textures. And look at this, just all kinds of really fun tools for kiddos to create texture. That's kindergarten. So we're looking at cherry blossoms, looking at the art element of texture. Okay, first grade right now. Ooh, it's kind of great. They're learning all about the artist Alexander Calder. Alexander Calder, originally from the US, then he moved to France, and he was really fascinated with making things related to, this is post-World War II, related to things with wood, wire, just everyday materials. So he loved to create the circus. He created toys actually for his children as well. And so what I have kids doing now, they're starting to use some of what I call these pig people, okay? And we're using everyday objects. I've got a little tent, a circus tent set up. So Alexander Calder, he made all kinds of things with wire. He created, invented mobiles, essentially. He was an engineer, then he became an artist, created mobiles, stabiles, so sculptures that stay put. We've got one at the Walker, but it's really cool because second graders learn about Calder, first graders learn about Calder, and also kindergartners eventually learn about Calder. So students are making all of these little pig people to put into the circus. Okay, so these I just got on Amazon. You can get them any sort of craft store, Michael's. Okay, so that's first grade. Second grade, again, staying with the springy theme, we looked at the work of Georgia O'Keeffe. And Georgia O'Keeffe's beautiful, like the large scale flowers. She was born in Wisconsin, moved to New York, hated it, moved to New Mexico. The desert area suited her really, really well. But when she was traveling between different areas, she loved to explore flowers, and especially large scale. So a second grader painted this. Like, look at that, look at that. I'm just amazed, that watercolor, that blending. Mwah, c'est la vie. So good. So what's going to happen? Moms, close your ears. We're going to put a clear coat of finish on these and then send them home for Mother's Day. So plenty of time. Okay, so that was second grade. Now, third graders. Third graders are learning about pop art. And they're learning about the art movement with Andy Warhol and Lichtenstein, Wayne Thiebaud. And we're looking at everyday objects. So we looked at the work of the Brazilian artist Romero Brito first, and then we're starting to transition to pop art. It's a good combination because everyday objects. So we're making sketches. What are everyday objects that are important in your life? So things like, for me, it's detergent. For me, it's glue. And so what they're starting to make we're using foam. You can kind of see this. They're foam stamps. And we're making this just with cardboard back here. Students had to create sketches. And then we had to figure out what was kind of the positive and the negative space with a lot of these. They're awesome. And so we're actually going to put paint, and we're going to make a kind of print making with these as well. So pop art, printmaking, third grade. Fourth and fifth are doing something really, really similar because I wanted them to really think, lessen their nerviness about portraiture. So again, we looked at small little faces. How can you make, what are different ways to show different kinds of emotions? And kids did a fantastic job with these as they did them. Like something like this. And I had them, okay, pre-test. And then I had them just start to explore what are the different ways that we show faces. We don't all have to show it in the exact same way. Awesome. And then we started to move a little bit forward to figure out, okay, how can we create a kind of a mono print? So here's what we did. I had them just practice with the Mona Lisa, just keep it simple, right? We do crayon on the back side. I had them just use neutrals, black, white, brown, gray, actually just everything but white, right? And so they created a heavy kind of textured surface. Then they lay it down on the top of this one. They tape down a cardstock, tape down this, and then they do lines over the top of the contours, the outside lines of each of these areas. And what shows up is something kind of like this. Now, here's the cool part. We are starting to show the people at our school. I'm assigning, and I'll show you a couple of these. It's kind of great. But I always try to think about who are the unsung heroes of our school? Who are the people that kind of go unnoticed day to day? There are many people that kind of fall between the cracks. Again, I call them the unsung heroes, kind of like the super glue. This is one of our paras at school. I'm not going to say his name. If you know him, you know him. Okay, he's amazing. He's always got a smile on his face. His grandson works here at school too. Okay, but I have each class, 5th grade class, 4th grade class. They've got a person that's assigned to them. If you know, you know. Okay, so we're making these crayon monoprints, and we're starting to put kind of objects in the back. We're eventually going to use watercolors and colored pencil. I'm going to show the kids different colored pencil techniques to kind of finish off some of these works. So 5th grade, large scale portraiture. Really, it's going to be kind of a hallway exhibition to honor some of the unsung heroes at our school. So thanks for watching, kind of a long one. Thank you. Have a great spring break and see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.